What is going on, Governor? It's Chisgule here, and today we're bringing you a KvK playback. That's right, this is footage from KvK Season 1, where Kingshart, T5 player, over 90 million power, getting rallied by T5 player, Noon, over 120 million power, and then Deathsquad gets double rallied. That's right, count them, 2 rallies, led by T5 powerhouses, onto Deathsquad, who is a T5 powerhouse in and of himself. If you like Rise of Kingdoms videos, then you should definitely like and subscribe because we're bringing you crazy, high-end, endgame action. And if you thought our last KvK was insane, the one that's coming up next is going to be even more crazy. Then you should like and subscribe. My friends, you are watching an Expertise Mehmed II, which is the literal most powerful commander in the game for hitting cities, rallying Kingshart. This is Kingdom 50, who, by the way, is going to be our allies in the next KvK, which we're like super pumped about. I know they're like maniacs in all the right ways, and I cannot wait to be on the same side with them. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're advising here that Kingshart teleport away to avoid having resource loss, and to avoid potentially having too many troops go into the hospital. The defending commanders, by the way, are Richard I with Yi Song-ye, and both of those commanders are expertise. This rally is going to finish, and what do we got here? What do we got? It looks like Big Bad Al had reinforced Kingshart, which is why he couldn't teleport. However, he didn't actually have any troops die. Those dead troops there, the 10,000, or I guess 9,000, probably belong to Big Bad Al. Evil Noon's rally has 141,000 troops die, and the attackers were Mehmed II and Freddy. And man, that is a great pair for hitting a city. That is a great pair. Pretty solid amount of resource gain for the attackers here. A cool 35 million or so, and 10 million of that being gold. Definitely a pretty decent pickup, although not nearly enough to offset the cost of the dead troops. In this case, Kingshart's hospital did not fill. But then, I thought I'd seen all the crazy. Oh no, Slouty from OV, Kingdom 52, rallies Deathsquad, and then freaking Kingdom 50, Evil Noon, launches a rally as well onto Deathsquad City. He is rocking an expertise, Charles Martel, and an Yi Song-ye that is not expertise, if you can believe it. This was long enough ago that if you look at the commanders that Deathsquad has today, there's probably 3 or 4 more expertise commanders than there were at the time of this recording. I'm pretty sure that it was during this KvK, in fact, it was definitely during this KvK, that we figured out just how busted good Yi Song-ye is for defending stuff, and at that point, lots of people started investing in him. Here comes the second rally. That's right, he's taking 2 rallies at the same freaking time, and this is Evil Noon again, rocking Mehmed II, and presumably his Freddy again. We'll find out in the report in a moment. In my perfect world, Slouty's rally's getting a little low here. That either needs some more reinforcements, which they just got, or needs to be canceled. And looks like many more reinforcements coming in here. Deathsquad is likely going to teleport away at the end of this rally to prevent resource loss and from his hospital filling up. I am really eager to see this report. That second rally hit when Deathsquad didn't have a lot of troops left, and it is doing work. So, at this point, and like, man, I can't even imagine if this was an expertise Yi Song-ye. Oh my god. There's the teleport from Deathsquad. In a moment, we're going to get a look at the report. And I just want to call out that at the end of this video, we're going to talk a little bit about if and how you should prepare for this type of rally against your city for a KvK situation. I'm not entirely sure it's a situation you should prepare for. Anyways, here we go. 200,000 severely wounded and 200,000 killed from Slouty's rally. 264,000 severely wounded from the attack by Noon, and 38,000 dead for them. A little bit of AoE value there. Looks like about 4,500 dead troops from AoE value from Deathsquad. pretty freaking nuts. That's an expertise Julius Caesar and Hannibal Barca coming from Sloughty. Yeah. The number of kills here, perhaps not the best way of evaluating what's happened. It may make more sense to look at the amount of power loss that took place. That is a slightly more accurate representation. And you can see here, Death Squad had all T5, all T5 on that defense, which contributed to the hospital not filling up, which is pretty freaking solid. Pretty freaking solid. So let's switch gears a little bit here and start to talk about like how you can actually prepare for this kind of situation and if you should prepare at all. Okay, governors, we're back to the present day and let's talk about if and how you should prepare for taking those sorts of rallies. Now, if you're on your alliance territory, you can't get rallied in KvK. So in some ways, something has to go really wrong for you to get rallied. You have to be toward the front line or in a vulnerable-ish position, and you need to not have a peace shield on. So I feel like, oh, and you need to not be online to go, like, do something about the fact that you're getting rallied. So do I think it really makes a ton of sense to prepare for getting rallied in this way? Probably not. Death Squad and Kingshart wanted to get rallied. Kingdom 50 and Kingdom 52, they definitely wanted to be rallying player cities. So everybody was very happy, I think, to be participating in the combats that you were just witnessing. But if you're trying to avoid getting rallied, is investing in really high-end commanders going to be a sufficient deterrent? And I don't think the answer is yes. I think the answer is no. We've got Charles Martel and Yi Seong-Gye, an incredibly powerful pair for defending a city. I'm tempted to personally prepare for KvK and defending my own city by investing in Constantine. I'm not sure, though. I'm not entirely sure how Cross of the Divine works. I've got to do a little more research into that. I'm not entirely sure if A, this is going to be a massive improvement over what I have now, investing in Constantine. And the thing that is really amazing on Constantine is this right here. 15% troop attack for all troop types is a big deal from an expertise skill, and 5% defense is a really big deal. If you compare to the expertise of Yi Seong-Gye, like, all right, we're doing circle AoE, that's definitely cool. And if you compare to Martel, like, from a city defense standpoint, we're getting 10% of stats on infantry, which, like, that expertise skill is not contributing a whole heck of a lot to the defense. I don't know. The thing I like the most about Constantine is actually the talents. The fact that I could go in and I could pick up Rejuvenate seems really, really good to me. The fact that I can go in and pick up Emergency Protection seems really, really good to me. You can get a little bit of infantry talents as well to sort of round things out. I don't know. I feel like the rage gen here would be pretty game changing. Pretty game changing. Like if you use Richard the First or Yi Seong-Gye, like you got machine gun heals or you've got machine gun damage firing off. I think that those could be some pretty sweet pairings. So I am actively pondering, should I be investing in this commander over here for defending a city? And it's entirely possible that when they change garrison talents, which they said they were going to do a while back, and I think that's still coming. When they change garrison talents, it might not be such a big deal to have that Rejuvenate talent available. By the way, that Rejuvenate talent is 150 rage restored every time an active skill is used. I think it's 150, right? It's been a little while since I've looked at it. Yeah, 150. I mean, that is just so much rage. It could be, however, that I end up switching to like an Yi Seong-Gye primary. See, this Rejuvenate gives only 60. Whew. It's so much more rage. It's just so much more rage. So, I don't know. I feel like if you're getting rallied, something has already gone sideways or you're at the helm. If you're at the helm, like, does it really matter how much value you get defending your city? You'll get some value, and it's enough value that the enemy's pretty punished. That's probably good enough, right? That's probably good enough. So is additional investment in slightly better garrison commanders going to be worth it? I don't know, my friends, but time will tell. This KvK that we're in is going to be insane, absolutely insane. The folks that we're up against are just totally bananas. I mean, these are insane high-end players that I mean, we are in one of the very toughest continents in the game for KvK. If not the toughest continent, I haven't been paying attention. I just know it's crazy. So, my friends, if you're looking forward to KvK that's coming up very, very soon, we're in stage 3 of our preparations. And so, yeah, it's going to be pretty nuts here in the coming weeks. Like and subscribe to see all the crazy. We'll have more city rallies as those happen in KvK. And until next time, you have fun smashing the kingdom.